What is up, guys? Looks like this is about to be another ranch video, just because I've been here basically all day cleaning up, doing that kind of stuff. I ran, the sky is like literally so beautiful. Hold on, you guys gotta see this one more time. Like, honestly, heaven. I know I always say heaven, but it is, to me, heaven. But yeah, basically have been at the ranch all day, just cleaning up around, getting things going again, because like I said, it is a work in progress. And I honestly find the best escape working in nature, honestly. That's when I feel like my true self. I will never, ever, ever, ever be able to be an office person. Like, literally never. You can find me outside majority of the time, especially with animals rather than people. It's just me. I survive in this environment. And yesterday I talked about the first half of that book, and today I actually forgot my book, so I went and got it and have only been able to read one chapter today, which is really disappointing, so that means I'll be up all night probably finishing this book. But this chapter 10, it's called Secret 10, saying death is not real or something like that, but it's basically just talking about reincarnation and energy and where we go after our vessel, this body dies, and he just gets into all this crazy like matrix kind of stuff about death and how our body goes somewhere but our soul has nowhere to go because it stays here. Like, your soul can't die, your soul has been here its whole entire life, and you're just given a new body every single time. Why we remember this specific time, he still doesn't know, and he still doesn't have the answer for that. But he says you've been here before, in each life you learn mistakes from the previous one. And I don't know, it was just so crazy. And today, for some reason, a lot of my friends decided to text me, and I was like, this is weird, you know, like, just randomly so many of my friends just texting me, and just ones I haven't heard from a while, and they were all just giving me ideas about my YouTube channel, and I was like, what? This is so cool, because obviously they watch and they like see where I'm going with it. And one person told me that I should really do a spiritual fitness kind of thing, and I was like, because obviously I'm taking a break from the fitness after that accident, and today I actually ran because a horse was out and my leg is not okay. So okay, gotta do the water. Oops. Whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, it's just not okay. It was not okay. It felt so bad. So, not yet. Not quite yet. Yeah, that'd be super cool if you put spirituality and fitness together, and it obviously hasn't been done before. Maybe it has, I don't know, but instead of like shredding, lose weight, lose fat, blah, 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 I've said it before in my introduction to fitness, and I will repeat it again. When it came to being a personal trainer, I had a big aha moment, especially because I only trained females. Towards the end of the gym where I was at, I allowed myself to have one male. And they're really easy to train, they're really cool to train. But I just like females because I can relate to them more, I could put their mind at ease because I've been in similar places than they have been, or where they are at when it comes to the weight, because I haven't always been this lean. I used to actually struggle with my weight quite often. I was never obese or overweight, but I just like couldn't get like toned, and it was really difficult for me to understand why. And then I finally fought through that. And but as my aha moment when it came to personal training was, these girls needed like a therapist or a friend more so than they needed the actual training, because they could go to the gym and do these workouts by themselves. Once after a few months they got it, but it was more of that support system of a person that they're able to talk to and get advice from. And when you are trained females like that, you really understand that they're not doing it for themselves majority of the time. Majority of the time they're doing it for a future boyfriend or husband. Normally they're doing it for the opposite sex, or for others, to oppress others around them and to compete with others. And as I get into spirituality more and more, I realize everything is a mirror, everything is a reflection. So all my clients reflected certain parts of me. The majority, all of them, were training. A lot of my clients, I didn't understand why they were training, because they were in such good shape and they could do it by themselves. And it was weird that they needed that extra crutch, because they could have easily done it by themselves. And it was very interesting, and it'd be really, I'm going to keep digging into the spirituality, because I can totally see something really cool coming out of that by intertwining spirituality and fitness together, because it does have a lot to do with deep core issues when it comes to fitness. There is a reason as to why some people get so sick with this fitness thing. Like, some people get character dysmorphia, there's anorexic people, there's closet eaters. There's so much to fitness that it's not just, these cool workout videos we see on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. There's so much more behind the scenes, and on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook videos, like, yeah, we could show really cool workouts, we could put on this amazing face, but no one really shows what goes on behind the scenes. And that's the struggle of fitness, and the struggle of beating yourself up all the time, the struggle of not seeing your results when you want to see them, and just so many more things to that. And it'd be really cool, like I said, to have the spirituality come intact with fitness, because I am a lot calmer about my physique these days than I would be a year ago. A year ago, if I wasn't working out right now, I would be beating myself up every single day. I would compare myself to so many other people that was so unhealthy. And the more and more I get into spirituality, the more I'm just okay with accepting myself as who I am, and understanding that there's this one bug that literally followed me all day yesterday, and now it's back today. I don't understand. I'm not so, like, crazy about my body. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm super healthy still. Like, I eat so healthy. But I'm just not necessarily doing it for the image. I'm doing it for my body's needs, not necessarily for a specific body that I have in mind. And it's really weird, because when I started this YouTube, my idea was to become as jacked as possible, to kind of prove myself as to why I'm worthy of even having a fitness YouTube. But that's the unhealthy Marissa that I don't want people to follow, because it leads you to scary roads, it leads you to scary places. I have gone above and beyond when it comes to my fitness, where I don't have to prove that I know what I'm doing. I've gotten to 8% body fat and just completely jacked. I have reached every single goal I've ever put my mind to when it comes to fitness, and my happiness never laid there. My happiness was never at the end of that finish line. And you always swear it is. You always swear your happiness is at the end of that dream body, and it never is. The happiness is with yourself and with your mind being healthy and your soul being healthy and your soul being happy. So that's where I really want to stress the mental health aspect, because your happiness is in you. You just have to dig deep and find it. And no dream body, no dream job, no dream boyfriend, no dream anything, no materialistic anything will ever get you that. You have to give that to yourself by being okay with yourself. And that's where I really want to come up with a new program, actually. A program that gives you workouts, but also gives you homework of what to do with your mind that day. And starting from day one, I don't know what it is yet. I obviously have to go to the drawing board and figure out what I want to do. But I think that is so necessary to go along with any fitness journey, because I'm on YouTube constantly and I'm watching so many people's transformations. I'm watching so many videos, and I almost can see pain behind some people's eyes. I can almost see that pain of disappointment that they aren't where they want to be yet, when it is all about the journey. Life is all about the journey. Anything that you embark on is all about the journey, because At the end, it's almost disappointing that you got there, because then what then? Because your happiness is never there. Your problems don't automatically dissolve because you have a six-pack. Your problems don't dissolve because your butt got bigger. Your problems don't dissolve because you got a boob job. Your problems don't dissolve because you have more money in your bank account. They're still there. They just have a different comfort that you can distract yourself with. So, like I said, I really, really, really want to get into the more... Yeah? I put in the other bucket! So yeah, I really, really want to get into that. And I obviously don't know how yet, but I kind of want to introduce that today because I am so excited for that idea, and I thank my friend for bringing that to my attention. Nothing is a coincidence, everything happens for a reason. That idea was meant to come to me today, and I am so grateful for it because honestly, that is so beautiful to me. Especially because she thought that I could be the soul that brings that to the universe. And I'm just really going to be working super hard on that. Like I said with these vlogs right now, I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I'm not really talking about, just because I know that, I don't know. I know that like if you can't show too much yet once the project isn't done. So I'm just really working behind the scenes for you guys to be prepared to see a lot more, especially when it comes to this mental health aspect. And I'm just super excited for all of this because everything's starting to make sense again. You know, my life is finally starting to make sense again, where I'm like, oh, okay, that's why all this is happening. At first it was like, okay, because you have to imagine 2.5 months ago my life was completely opposite of this, and now things are just, I feel like I'm in a tornado and things are just going all over the place. But that's life, you know. It won't stay consistent for too long, especially because I surrendered to the universe. I surrendered to take out all the unnecessary people,